Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, no matter where you are. I don't know, it's time somewhere. Welcome to Firefall Live. Got my coffee, ready to go. Stop messing with the monitor, I swear to God.
Playing solitaire on the side.
That's it. I'm Frank Lettieri, aka Best, and we're gonna have a really fun show for you today. We're gonna go over a little bit of news, probably just gonna give you more a status update more than anything, and then we're gonna get into our dev interview. So, along with me today, we have Mika, of course, co-host, and Eliza's here.
Hi.
Yay. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah.
It's nice to have you.
Yeah. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, it's good.
All right, now that she said like 4 words,
Okay.
you have to, everyone has to guess what voice she does in PTS.
Yes.
At least one, come on.
At least one.
But in the meantime, like our quick status update is really, we just did a patch on PTS, and that was really for bug fixes. We had issues with Aries jobs not completing, issues with Jericho.
Tongue belt got it.
Yep.
Boom. Yeah, there they go. Everyone.
I am definitely not a Greven.
You sure?
Yeah.
Is that Chappie?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Chappie is Greven.
Chappie is 90% of the male voices, so it's not like I was reaching.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm Kara.
And then the Queen.
Actually, the Irania Queen is also Chappie.
Is it? I was gonna guess Greg.
And
but...
I am the nurse calling out different doctors in Copa. Mika's the meddler.
Mika is actually the meddler.
I don't know if they put that in yet.
That
though.
is, it's on PTS.
Is it?
It's on PTS because
man.
all the jobs got rewritten.
Oh, heck yeah.
But yeah, quick like development update. Really, we're working on the Sertao stuff now, so we haven't had any content updates on PTS yet. But the team's working on Sertao stuff and the missions that follow. So we'll hopefully get that out to you guys soon-ish. I don't know.
I'm not
It's gonna take a while.
Bathsheba. Bathsheba is one of our world builders.
It's Bathsheba's Sarah.
Yeah.
Zivas, the destroyer of worlds, is Bathsheba, the nicest scientist in the world.
Yeah.
It's too nice.
It would be really weird if Kara and Bathsheba had the same voice. We try not to have people talking to each other.
It'd be impressive, though.
I thought
Very
Sarah was
impressive.
Gigi too.
Oh, I thought she
Actually,
was.
that's Carlia.
Yeah.
I think her username is Maho Shoujo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Arrow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
and Arrow. But yeah, we had Mika's doing Meddler. Mika, give us a Meddler.
No.
You kept her on the spot like that.
Yes, I can.
No.
That's
Michelle. Moose, my close friend. Hi.
my close friend. Do it.
Do it.
Sorry.
Maybe some other time.
Maybe some other time. It's so different, versus, like when you're in a booth,
Yeah.
versus when you're
And you have
like.
something like to read. So
Yeah.
it's like you just have to make
We
it-
have 2 books right there.
Yeah, but it's not like Meddler would. Oh, I guess you can make anything sound crazy.
Meddler does rock, and that was the one
I
thing.
wrote that job, actually. I wrote the Meddler job that's currently on PTS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just did. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's
Sorry.
good. It's an
I really,
awesome fun.
Mika, they didn't know you were shy. I only
Oh.
put you on the spot just to get that reaction,
I-
just to be
yeah,
honest.
I don't know. You didn't know? I thought everyone knew. Oh, wow. I'm pretty good at this then. I was shy. Oh, man.
Bathsheba, designer of the Arclight, is voiced by the Destroyer of the Worlds. Correct.
Wouldn't that make sense, though?
That does make sense.
Yeah.
That was perfect. Wow, you guys nailed it on that one, actually. It's so.
It was clearly typecasting.
Oh man, that's awesome. So, Eliza, you're a writer for us,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
One of 3?
3 and Boone. So I guess
And 3
sort
and
of
Boone.
4. We have 3 writers and a department head.
So yeah, I guess Boone does, or at least he used to do some of the writing, because I saw some of the questions that
He
came up.
does a little bit. He does a little bit. He wrote one of the core missions that's on PTS right now, and a couple of jobs.
Yeah, yeah. He That's right. His T-shirt. Sorry, I'm just reacting to chat there. Yeah, he did a lot of the story, like back in the day, and then him and Scotty B wrote a lot of stuff. Like I think, well, Scotty B, Matt DeWald, and someone else did the backstory that's on the website.
Yeah.
I believe that's all still canon. And Crystite Wars are a thing again, I think.
The Crystite Wars are a thing.
We're gonna have to repost that.
There's gonna be some revisions to that, but they are a thing. We're trying to, right now what we're doing is we're going through all the old canon, we're trying to keep as much of it as we can and sort of clarify the bits that don't make sense or weren't ever really well
fleshed
out.
Yeah. Sweet. Look at all these people. I'm glad you guys joined us today.
I'm so glad that there's so many people here. I was really worried that no one was going to watch.
Dude, Lore's the best.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, I mean, we have a lot.
Lore team.
Yeah.
We have a lot of lore, lore nuts out there. Like people love it. Yeah. Crystite Wars, it happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay.
It wasn't a dream.
So, Mika has prompted the community for many questions. For you, and we'll try and pick some out of chat as they come up if there's no overlap. But Mika, why don't you hop into that?
Yeah.
So what made you want to get into writing, or at what point did you know that this was something that you just love to do?
Okay, so my background is in playwriting, actually. I was a big theater nerd as a kid, and I went to a high school where we had a yearly playwriting contest where if you wrote a play, chances were they would do it. So I really got into playwriting in high school. I went to NYU for dramatic writing and with a concentration in playwriting. So I have a degree in playwriting and I work in video games. It's very convoluted, but, and then the conventional wisdom is you finish your degree in playwriting or screenwriting or whatever, and you come out to Hollywood and you try to work in TV. And I worked in reality television for 2 years, which was exactly long enough for me to realize that A, it's a lot of fun and you meet really great people. B, it was not something that I wanted to do long term. So how I got into game writing was the show I was working on wrapped, and I was looking for a new job. I was looking to kind of move away from reality television and get back into actually writing instead of just transcribing what everyone else was saying. And I mentioned that to Cloud Chaser, who's a friend of mine who worked at the company, and he was like, well, we're looking for a new narrative person, send me your resume. So I was recruited as part of this big recruitment drive.
Boom.
Yeah.
I have to call you guys.
That's how I got into video game writing.
Narrative operatives, more than just writers.
Yeah.
There's so much more than just writers.
I guess I can mention that I worked on Big Brother. I was a transcriber for them. But
interesting.
I can't really say much more than
There's
that.
a black van waiting outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have an NDA, and Don Wallman will come and kidnap me and make things very hard for me.
So, what is it about the Firefall universe that you enjoy writing about?
One of the things that I really love about Firefall is that it's an original science fiction universe. It's not an adaptation of something else, and that's really cool for me. There's so many games or adaptations of other things, and not to knock that, but I really love original science fiction. I really love new universes and people who are really being out there and creating new stuff. And working on the narrative team really gives me a platform to work on new stuff. It's not something that someone went and wrote before. It's something that we're doing completely new, and we're not really working off an established canon, except for what was created specifically for us. So that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty neat. Well, then which one of the creations you made in Firefall do you like the most, or that's your favorite?
I'm really protective of Kara. There will not be chosen characters based on Big Brother, but I'm really protective of Kara. When I first started at the company, we were just starting the core mission writing, and she was a very, very vague character, and I really kind of took the lead on trying to work on her. And kind of accidentally wound up doing her voice. I don't think I'm going to be her voice in the final release.
Better
Probably
be.
not.
It's awesome.
And then, totally unbeknownst to me, one of our concept guys made her portrait look like me. It was very weird.
Just like at your desk, just
I think
hovering, like-
I think that's kind of what they did. Like, because there's one that looks like Aaron Kennedy, one that looks like Dave Lee, one that looks like Chappie, of course.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. A lot of the portraits are based on people around the office.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're consulted about that, and sometimes you're not.
Sometimes it just happens.
So who wrote all of those tiny codex entries scattered all over PTS?
That was narrative team. So that was us. That was me and Chappie and Scott, who I don't know if he's been on the show.
He has. A long time ago. It was like 2 years ago or something. Like, we'll have to get him back
And
on.
we just kind of sat down for a week and just wrote those. And then for 2 days we were doing nothing but placing those and importing those. And I'm really, really glad that you like them. I was really, really excited to see you guys talking about how much you liked finding those and how much they're just cool.
Yeah.
Programmer portrait or riot. Programmer, you have a thumb, a Firefall Live thumb of like a unique one. We don't do those anymore. This guy. It's true. He should get a portrait though.
Yeah, yeah. You know, we're doing some new portraits for jobs for Sir Tao, so maybe for him, we'll get him in.
Programmer lives in the desert.
Yeah. The Wild Wild West.
Yoshiba. Okay, so I know you already mentioned why the answer to this on the forums, but for those who weren't there to read it, people have noticed that Oil Spill's accent has changed and Arrow's voice has changed a little bit, and so they're wondering what's going on with that.
Okay, so on the forums I mentioned that most of the voices on the PTS are placeholder voices. And that's because, I don't know if you guys know this about voice actors, but professional voice actors are very expensive and you have to work around their schedule. So all of the content on PTS is considered to be in progress. There's always the possibility that something's going to come back to us, a note's going to come back like, hey, you need to change this line, people don't understand it, or hey, this entire mission is changing, it needs totally new lines. And to do that with professional voice actors would get really expensive really fast. So but until things are about to go live, it's basically all dev doing the voices. The first stuff in the game, and the only stuff I have on the live server right now, is the Amazon Warzone scripts. And I think 3 days before that patch launched, we had James Horan in the office doing the voice of Wily. So that's how down to the wire it gets with recording.
Yeah, I noticed that. Like even when we went to launch in North America and Europe, right? We there was like everything was temp, and then like a week before like we go live, it's like everyone's all busy because they're like carting in voice actors, like carting them in and out, and just like all the narrative guys and the recording guys are really busy with that.
The final VO has to get done after everything else is locked, so that we know there's nothing changing at the last second.
Yeah.
They would also like to know if they'll be seeing more of the Devilhawks, Blood Kings, Hellhounds in like the open world, operations, missions, places.
Yeah, so I can confirm right now that the Hellhounds will be returning. There are going to be some jobs in Sir Tao where you get to work with Morningstar. And then there will be a core mission in not the Sir Tao update, but the update after that, where you actually get to go into the field with Typhon and Morningstar. So that's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
I'm working
That'll
on
be
that
fun.
one. I'm looking forward to it.
Sounds like
And
a lot of fun.
as for the Devilhawks and the Blood Kings, it's kind of up in the air right now what we're doing with them. We really love those characters. We really wanted to keep them. When we were working on the core missions, we tried really, really hard to not have to write them out. And in the end, it just came down to we needed more space for the main storyline, so we couldn't be devoting time to going off and dealing with them. But I can't really confirm or deny whether they'll be returning. In the meanwhile, consider them officially not dead. And please go write fan fiction, because the archive of our own for Firefall is completely empty, and it pains me on a daily basis.
Confirm, Frank is not dead. He's not some husk, like, corpse lying around Blackwater.
I can't confirm that next patch is Sir Tao. It's just, yeah.
The next major content.
The next major content.
The
after what's
next
on
major
PTS
piece
that
of
we're working on
content
is
that we put on
Sertao.
PTS, right, it will be Sertao. We will continually keep putting like bug fixes out there and stuff, and that's really where we're at with PTS. We're just going to keep doing bug fixes.
You guys have been doing a great job with giving us feedback.
Oh yeah, we do daily updates to the leads.
Yeah.
So they get you know, we're making sure that they're seeing the concerns you guys are bringing up, and you know, we also tell them what you like too, because it kind of helps to know like what you also like, because it's like, well, we know everything they don't like. What do they like?
Yeah.
Nothing makes my day quite like seeing a thread on the forums about one of the missions I worked on and how much you guys liked it.
Grieving. Yeah. So good. This is also one I was curious about. Is the melding still considered a sentient being?
Yeah, the melding is considered a sentient being, and you'll be learning more about the melding and what its motivations are and what it thinks in future updates.
Yeah.
We are definitely working with that.
Will any of the characters from the Firefall manga be added to the game at any point?
I know you guys really want to see these characters, but currently the party line on the manga is that it's a thing that exists. The storyline, as you've noticed, is kind of deviated from it. There's no reason to think that those characters aren't out there somewhere, but the chances of them appearing in the game right now are really slim.
Yeah. So like. As you mentioned, the storyline kind of shifted. Really, the timeline shifted. So, like, when the player hits Copa for the first time, like, that timeline is different. Because before, it was, like, 6 months later.
Yeah.
Like, 6 months after M Day. And now I think it's, like, a much longer period afterwards. And that story is wrapped around M Day, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, like you said, like, they may pop up, they may not, but they're out there. They're there.
Hey, Cloud Chaser.
We need Cloud Chaser to write fan fiction.
He'll just turn everyone into ponies.
Oh no! What did I do? Melding XGG.
IQ test melding.
Jesus.
Okay.
Okay, we're done. We're done with chat right
I'm
now.
just like,
Okay.
You may continue, Mika. I'm done
Sorry.
disrupting.
we pretty much that was pretty much the questions
Okay.
that we had. So we have one more left, but that's just a wrap up on like
Okay.
what you would suggest for people who want to get into writing or
Yeah.
like next steps, things like that.
Okay. Do you want me to answer that now, or do you
Yeah,
want
sure,
to
might as well.
May as
So
well.
ask your questions while she's answering
Okay.
that, and yes.
My advice for anyone who wants to get into game writing is that the background that I've seen be most helpful is that all of the writers on our team have a background in script writing of some kind, whether it's playwriting or screenwriting or TV writing. And having your strengths be in storytelling through dialogue is really important. As for other skills that it really helps to have, being able to take critique and do revisions really quickly, being able to take your ego out of it. So when you're working on a project as big as a video game, the revisions notes that you're receiving they're not because your writing is bad, they're because everyone is working towards having the final product be as good as possible. And you just need to take that note and go with it. And it's not a personal judgment, it's just a thing that you need to do. So as for getting into video games, there's sort of two ways of doing it. There's either you start in QA or customer service and you work your way up, which is what Chaperwalkie did, or you work on your resume outside of games writing and just have a really long script resume of student films or plays that you've written, contests that you've won, and then you apply directly into narrative positions and hope that you do really well.
Apparently, I'm the king of PvP.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
looking at that.
That's the thing. But yeah, that's one thing I hear about a lot with like people getting in the industry. It's like, yeah, you're right. They either get in through like QA or CS. Actually, just recently, one of our CS guys got promoted to associate producer, which was really cool. Like that's a cool avenue. Now it's like there's a lot more growth there. So I mean, working hard at like getting in at the lower levels, or building a portfolio. Like everyone that's on here that I've spoken to, is either they've worked their way up through a lower level, or they have like a big portfolio that they can show off of like their body of work.
Yeah.
You know, and that's really what people are looking for. I don't think it necessarily means like you need a specific degree or you need to go to video game school.
Yeah.
Like,
There's multiple ways to do it.
I think
Yeah.
that indie games are becoming a much more of a way to get into it and build your portfolio because it's getting
Yeah.
much easier to do stuff.
yeah, I mean, you have
You have,
like
Twine and things like that where you can be writing games.
Yeah.
And it takes very little skill on the programming side.
Mhm.
But you can demonstrate that you have the ability to tell a story in an interactive medium.
Oh, that's pretty cool. And then if you're not, if you're into like design or programming, I mean, you could always nab Unreal or Unity and work through those. Those are free. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, and build your own stuff. So, always there's plenty of ways to get it. What's that?
I just saw this note about Cognac needing to die.
Yeah, I was like, oh man.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that people disliked him that badly.
Oh, he is notoriously one of the.
Oh my god.
He's taken over the Terremoto of like, we dislike this person.
I noticed that, yeah.
Terremoto used to be like the hated.
Oh my god.
But that's mostly because he wouldn't shut up.
I just wrote Cognac art. I just finished Cognac art for Sertal. I'm sorry.
That's good. We can roll with it. Just
He's
turn him into a
alive and
villain.
well.
Okay.
Just
Going
roll with it.
strong.
It's like, yeah, I totally wrote him like. And then, yeah, programmer is another one. He's just like, I hate he calls me Cupcake. Don't stop calling me Cupcake. So I don't want to shoot him. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I haven't seen Terremoto in a while.
Terremoto was the king. He
I'm
was.
not sure what's going on with Terremoto.
Yeah.
No?
I'm not sure.
Isn't he
He
like,
was-
is he only in an instance now?
No,
Like, that's
he
where
was an Aries job. Well, on production, he's an Aries job, right? He's like at the end of the home game tournament, and then I think
Okay.
he's also, I think you can still find him inside Sunken Harbor somewhere as an NPC. But yeah, before it was
The
like
hunt.
it was just racing. Programmer doesn't mind. BS. Just how many times I walk past his desk, he's yelling about Cupcake. We need to have him on the show. We need to have this out. This
Okay.
Blame Pez versus Cupcake.
Okay.
That's another time.
Okay.
Terremoto, like the VO kept firing off every time you went near Sunken Harbor, and he's just like barking at you, yelling at you, like,
Okay.
I'm at the bar, amigo.
I think that got fixed, maybe.
Oh, they miss Brody. Did they ever tell you about Brody,
I
like
don't know who
Chappie?
Brody is.
So Brody is a character that was basically, he was Fuller before Fuller became Fuller. Like he
Okay.
was like the guy that was onboarding the new Aries pilot,
Okay.
right? And he was voiced by one of the. He was internally. He was like one of the most nicest guys,
Okay.
Richard Milner, and. He was trying to say, like, he was trying to voice things like, if you fail the thumper, he's like, he was trying to be like nice and supportive, like positive, like, you know, that's a good haul, or he's like, we could do better. Try again next time. And he just had like all these memes, and it was just like, wow, he feels like he's so demoralizing, and he just turned into a meme for a little while. Yeah.
Nice
You
move.
suck and your life is worthless, Brody. Yeah, pretty much. But it wasn't like worded like that. It was just like the way he delivered it. He's like, 99%. You sent your thumper back too early. I guess you could have done better.
Oh, okay.
And everyone's like, bring him back. I'm like, really?
Passive aggressive.
But you don't like Cupcake. You don't like Cognac. You want to bring 100%. Yeah, that was the other thing. The VO was bugged, so you'd send it back 100% full. He's like, nice try. Let's call that another one and give it a shot again. Oh boy. There's one of my favorite throwback moments. Oh, jeez. Mika, what other questions do we have?
Those were the ones
We're
from the
out.
forums. But I was looking, you guys aren't really asking too much. You guys are talking about Brody right
We're
now.
talking about Brody.
Yeah,
I think I
Throw
love
some more questions at me.
I think a question I saw was building reputation more into the storyline, where
Yeah,
like you can like do different paths.
Ooh.
That's more of a long-term thing that we would really love to do, but currently it's really complicated. So maybe in the future.
It's on the mind.
Will you ever fix perks? I don't
That
think
is
she
a
can fix
systems
perks.
That is,
No, I was just
that
gonna
is a
throw that at
systems
you.
design thing. Our affinite's still a thing.
Oh. That's like right down the manga storyline.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
I don't think so.
I think that they may be actually.
Really?
But we're gonna get to it later. What do the Chosen do with jawbones? They put them in a stew pot with some carrots and some onions, and they just boil them up, and they make a really good bone stock stew. I already mentioned that it's going to be a really slim chance of seeing Pilgrim. Blackwater Anomaly will be back.
Yes.
Can you get holdout missions on some of the maps like Lab 16? I will put in that suggestion for you.
So going back to Blackwater Anomaly,
Yeah.
so that was one of the things that, yeah, you don't see it right now in PTS, in the Coral Forest region.
Yeah.
But previously, our campaign, like you were done with it by I think 24, right?
Yeah.
Like I think Blackwater Anomaly, like you basically once you hit 24, you were done with it, and then
Yeah.
you went into Sertao, and it's like Ares
Yeah.
jobs. We rearranged a lot of
It's
those.
been a lot of stuff has been rearranged, and Blackwater Anomaly is actually now the level 40 mission.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's
It's
further out there.
It's like way up there, but there's going to be stuff that comes after that. So speculate on that as you will. But yeah, Blackwater Encounter's coming back. It's a level 40 mission. It's the Necronus fight's been improved significantly. It's going to be harder.
Oh yeah, and then there's another special
Can I give any
Necronus
info
thing.
on that third race that was teasered a year or two ago? I cannot give any info on
Which
that
one
at
was
this
that?
time.
There were
Several.
There were actually a couple in there. And I'm not going to give you information on any of them.
Nope.
Where can I get a juice box? Our fridge right over there. We have lots of juice boxes.
The juice box store. We said this last week. I don't know.
What's that?
The juice box store. It's a thing. Yes.
You get a juice box at the juice box store?
Yep. Juice box store.
Is that where you get
They're
it?
going out
Can
of business
Necronus
though.
turn now?
No.
I'm not sure. I haven't actually reached that level
So,
yet.
I think they give you crap because
Is 12 days no longer valid Lord all in its current form?
it is. That's the backstory.
Yeah.
That's all. Everything that's posted on the site is still canon in terms of the timeline.
Yeah.
So that was like the 12 days of Christite or something like that
12
back
days
in the
of
day.
Firefall,
Yeah, the 12 days of Firefall. And then the only thing that's missing from that sliver right now is the Christite Wars, which I'm sure one of you have the Wayback
squid
Machine.
heads in the hidden cave. You mean the people who are all zoned out on Synhax?
Yeah.
We do a little bit with Synhax, but I'm not actually sure what you're referring to there.
It was basically, yeah, it was just the people that would just go into sin environments and live there because they were just like, screw the world.
I thought I already answered that the Devil Hawks and the Blood Kings are kind of up in the air at the moment.
Yeah.
Arc porting is still inherently dangerous for living matter. It's being used a lot on the live server, sort of to... We're actually trying to cut back a lot on how much arc porting is going on.
Yeah, so one of the things in every major town, there's 4 of them in Coral Forest, there's like the big arc folder to get from to the different zones, and we're switching those to dropships. We mentioned that a while ago, that we're switching those to dropships, and it shouldn't be done lightly. And if you did the one mission on PTS, you could see like the intensity where Bathsheba was like, no, I'm gonna use it, we need her now.
Yeah.
Save Kara. Hashtag save Kara.
Can we get a toggle switch to remove the One Engineer pamphlet?
Oh my god.
That is not really something I can ask. Or I can answer.
Jeez.
It is trolling that.
So one thing I can sort of give an answer to that. One thing I know the art team is working on is being able to customize your battle frame and like your bodysuit and things like that. I don't know if that means you'll be able to get the old aesthetic of the engineer, female engineer specifically, but that's one thing that we are working on, and I really want to talk to the modelers about where it's at and what we can talk about. But that's something we wanted to do for a while. I want Knife Lady OS.
Yes.
What is Knife Lady is?
It's Marjorie.
Marjorie's dev name is Knife Lady.
Okay.
It's not Knife Lady. It's actually.
What is Knife Lady?
No, it's Lorelei.
Oh. Well, there.
We just call her Knife Lady.
I was gonna say, the more you know.
One pant leg male NG or riot. I thought that would have been a perfectly acceptable solution.
I am so in favor of that.
I thought that would have been a perfectly acceptable. Hey, just make the guys look like that. And I think there were comics like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Well done.
All I want is equality. So
Right.
Either give the female engineer both legs or take a leg off the male.
Exactly.
Oh my
Fair
gosh.
I thought that would have been totally acceptable. Come on, Mika. She's just like, are you ready to do Meddler yet?
No.
Make the leg hair. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, why? Make the leg hairy.
Here we go.
Great.
Here we go.
Don't be gross.
Yeah. Hey, don't be gross. Who is the leader of the Ophanum? Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Well, the assaults already are
What? The assaults are what?
in bikinis.
They have booty shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Oh my God. Chappie. So I have, one of my things, I guess, is so when you come into work and sit down, like
Yeah.
what's like the thing you're most excited to accomplish in your day or week or even in a milestone?
What I really like is the process of going from start to finish on a mission. There's something like really rewarding about finally finishing a script and importing it and emailing the designer like, hey, you've got dialogue.
Is there like a confetti pop up like with their email? Like,
There is no confetti pop up.
Oh.
If our email server could send gifts, I would do it.
oh man, we need like a ding squirrel. Like, oh shit, you got dialogue.
I'm not sure where the floating traffic lights are.
I mean,
Is that the melting in the tornado?
the floating traffic lights.
Yeah, are those in the tornado?
They have like little like turbo lift engines or
traffic.
whatever, I don't know. Oh geez. All right. Well,
yeah.
I think we can move on to some of the social stuff we had this
Yeah.
week. Then, Mika.
Yay!
Yay!
Social stuff.
Social stuff. We had a lot of fun stuff.
Yes, this week we actually have a few Travel Tuesday examples. So
An
Travel Tuesday,
example.
for those of you who don't know, we post every Tuesday. Yes.
Do we?
We posted on Monday. No, we posted on Tuesday.
Wait.
And
I'm confused.
Travel Tuesday, we posted on Tuesday.
Okay. Got it.
And basically we just send an in-game image anywhere that's like last week we did Spicy Owl, this week we did poolside on PTS. So it's like places to go, you take a selfie with your character and you get entered to win a raffle.
Rueful.
And
I thought it was Nostromo's office this week.
that is remix.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So, which we
No,
will
I thought it was
explain
the other way
after.
around. I thought it was the other way around. I thought Mr. Mo's office was Travel Tuesday and Remix was the pool in Copa.
I think you're right. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so Travel Tuesday is the pool in Copa, and Firefall Remix is Mr. Mo's office.
No, you did it again.
Just
You
wait,
did.
wait,
Wait.
I'm just trying to figure out a way to do
Wait.
like a slow hook to like pull Mika off screen.
Here we go. Wait. Travel Tuesday is Mr. Mo's office.
Yes.
And Firefall Remix is Mr. Mo's office. No, just kidding.
Wait.
Is the pool. Okay. Cream. Okay, Travel Tuesday, there it was. That
Cream's
excellent
laughing at us.
image. So we have 2 honorable mentions. We don't have a winner because we picked those on Tuesday. So I think it's 2. I think the first one, I wrote it down.
You wrote it down.
I wrote it down because I obviously have a terrible memory. Travel Tuesday at Nostromo's office.
Thanks, Alvin.
Nostromo's office. Thank you for the reference. Damn it. That's Nostromo's office. So we have Funi, which is, yep, she took a little selfie there.
Funi selfie.
Funi selfie.
That's really cute.
And we also have Char Asianable.
Char flip table. It's char flip table.
You can add a little bit of Photoshop action in there. Doesn't have to be too crazy, but it's like a nice little added thing if you want to do that.
So he's got a table flipping blue screen. That's
Yes.
awesome.
Yes. So those are some of the examples.
That was Travel Tuesday.
Yes, that was Travel
Tuesday.
Guys, I don't know if you knew, because I obviously didn't know. So if you want to enter for that, you have till Monday at 4 p.m. PDT. So if you want a chance to win, I think it's like Rocketeer wings, Celestial wings. It's all listed on the thread.
It's all
there.
kinds of travel, like winged ways to travel.
Winged, yes, wingeling.
Winged.
So yeah, go ahead and check that out on the forums. And
Get back to work, Brad.
I know what's going on.
That's a joke with the herd.
Damn it. All right, the next one, Firefall Remix. All right. So Firefall Remix we post every Sunday, and we're actually announcing 2 of the winners.
We are announcing 2 of the winners.
Right now. Firefall Remix, PTS Poolside. We have.
Yes.
This is Frank's selection.
Yes, I pay. As soon as I saw this one, I'm like, yup.
I love that. Good work.
So that was Entropy Rising? Yes?
Yes,
Excellent
that was
work.
Entropy Risings.
So for Firefall Remix, that's the one where you really Photoshop. It can be non-Firefall related. You can make a story. Travel Tuesday is more like you just have to take a picture of the character. This is like more for really going all out. As you will see in the next one, who I selected, and this is by Nightstroke. Sinstagram.
That's great.
By Leech Shock Trooper in Copacabana Hotel.
And I think I'm burning in there somewhere.
Yes, he's in the.
In
You're
the
actually in the
bathroom
pool. You're in the pool. It says Crashing Pez's pool party. Humanity's Last Hope broadcast. The invite over sin. Hashtag blame Pez 2015. And the Matthew's like, love it.
Love it.
Love it.
That's great.
And our honorable mention goes to Frozen, who actually won last week. but
Yeah,
this
Frozen
week-
won last week, but we
this
couldn't pick
week-
him.
Yes. He's an honorable mention this week. That
Very
one's
well done.
a GIF, so I don't know if we can get that. There we go. This is this is what we're fighting for. It's very nice.
Dot.
Bored now. Time to go.
The walk. The walk.
Unstuck. Log out.
No, that's what Unstuck does. You have to wait 10 seconds.
He dies. Pop. Still stuck. Ah, get me out of here. So good. This is his first gift. So good job on that.
That was
an excellent. Even just if you've done it normally, that's an awesome.
That was
first.
awesome.
Yeah,
That
it's his
was-
first time.
That's a lot of fun. So remix is when we give you the image again,
Mm-hmm.
and then you basically encourage to Photoshop whatever you like change the image around. We're gonna start like adding so that they're not just scenes. We took a few shots, so they're a little more actiony or trolly. There's more characters in them, so and you guys
Pigeons in
can
there. Anything you want really. Cats give you points. I'm just kidding. No, they don't.
Pandas, apparently, Brad, get back to work.
Red pandas for Brad. So yes, Travel Tuesday.
And someone asked me about Do You Even Art Bro. It is still a thing. We still want to do it. We need more fan art.
Yes.
But the cool thing is I don't know, probably not that important to you guys, but we're gonna be moving offices hopefully soon, because this was only a temp one, and we're gonna get a new set, probably smaller. But anyways, the people that are setting up the new office have contacted me, and they're like, hey, we should run a contest for to get some fan art to put up, because we want to have we're gonna have like 3 walls to put up some fan art. I'm like, oh, I have fan art. So a lot of the past winners we're just gonna put up, and it's gonna be like the community team's fridge, basically. Like, look at all
crayon
our
drawings.
we're gonna put like soccer balls and footballs on like stickers
The
and like
alphabet
a
magnets.
sun. Yeah, little apples, glittery stickers. But yeah, we're gonna have a nice I guess, mural or homage to all your fan art. So Do You Even Art Bro is still a thing, and please, if you have a fan art that you would like to share with us, send it to community@red5studios.com. You can also tweet it to us, and we'll even share that out. We'll retweet it. Before 99 Pesby. Actually, a lot of the entries come from Heinz Snow and Mad Mim right now. Also, a lot of Badly Burns comics are what I picked because those are really funny. But yeah, some Baran, Legend 57, of course. So a lot of the regular fan artists, and we're taking just about anything. So it doesn't have to be like super quality or anything.